Made me laugh. So thank you guys so much for having me here tonight. An honor to be here, and I'm super passionate, like you mentioned, about just inspiring young individuals to live healthier, happier lives, and also to chase their dreams. So that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit tonight. But first, I just want to say congratulations to all of you guys for this big accomplishment. I mean, it's amazing. So let's give another round of applause for our students. All right, so this was a little bit last minute planned, so I actually wrote what I want to talk about today on some sticky notes while I was at stoplights. So I'm going to set them down just so I can stay focused since I don't have a lot of time. But you guys brought me here tonight to just basically give you guys some advice, give you guys some tips on how to follow your dreams, pursue your passion, and crush your goals. So that's what I'm going to talk about. But first, I guess I will go ahead and introduce myself just a little bit more, tell you my story and how I got to where I am today. So I'm Kate Horning, for those of you I haven't met. My background is in nutrition and health. I'm a healthy living chef, author, and entrepreneur. And my journey to creating my healthy lifestyle started at a pretty young age. I was 13 years old, and I came home from school one day and told my mom I wanted to be vegetarian. I wish I knew what was going through my head at the time. I honestly have no idea, but I was a very strong-willed individual, so my mom knew there was no arguing. She just knew that she had to support whatever I said, and being the wonderful person, yet controlling person that she is, she decided to say, okay, sounds great, but you're going to write a book report on the topic. So off we went that evening after dinner to Barnes & Noble, and I came back with a giant stack of books, and I read them all front cover to back cover. I busted out this incredible essay, book report, whatever you want to call it, that I actually used multiple times in college to get through some classes. And I became insanely passionate, obsessed. My whole life just became nutrition and health. So fast forward about a decade, I was doing my internship, studying dietetics at UK. I was working in a hospital with diabetic patients, and I was just all about health and nutrition. I was learning all the greatest things. I was reading books, I was reading blogs, I was juicing, I was becoming vegan, I was becoming paleo. I was doing everything, and I was so excited to share all that knowledge with my patients. Well, every day I'd come to work and I would just be like, oh my gosh, you've got to try green smoothie, or you've got to try alkaline water, or all these crazy things, and my patients would look at me like, I don't really care. And I became so dang frustrated because I knew that I had so much to share with the world, and I knew that working in a hospital with people who just didn't really care, they didn't really want to get better, they wanted their medicine and they wanted out of there, wasn't really what I was meant to do. So I made my second radical decision of my short life, and I quit my job. And I told my mom that I was going to enroll in this program I found online called Institute for Integrative Nutrition. It was an online health coaching service for holistic health coaching. I took on a free internship at a holistic culinary school in town where I was teaching cooking classes for free. And I started my own business, and everyone thought I was crazy. And that was about 6 years ago. I now have 3 successful businesses. I just launched an online boot camp, and we've helped over 400 women lose weight and feel better all in about 4 months. I have an online platform for meal planning, which I get to help busy women simplify the process of planning and shopping and cooking and just empower them to feed their family as well. And I also have a business where I do private chef work for some of the top, most successful people in the world. I've cooked for people and horses, I've cooked for celebrities, I've cooked for very successful billionaires, I've cooked for a lot of really cool people who have just given me such great advice and inspired me. So today I'm going to share with you guys 3 things that I feel that I've learned along the way that have helped me to dream big, that have helped me to pursue my passions and crush my goals. So the first is to dream big. You guys are limitless, you're unstoppable. And the only reason you're not going to be successful, you're not going to reach your goals, is because of you. And I have had a lot of successes, like I mentioned, but I've also had a lot of failures in the last 6 years. And one thing that I think caused my biggest failures was not believing in myself. So one experience I went through about 2 years ago was a big falling out with my business partner. And we were super close at the time, but we just didn't see eye to eye on certain things. And I said, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm quitting. And he said, fine, well, you'll never be successful without me. And for the next year, I wasn't successful at all. I had more failures in that year than I had in the entire 5 years prior. And then one day I woke up and I said, you know what? I'm blaming him for my failures. I'm not blaming myself. The only reason I'm not successful is because of me. So as soon as I shifted my mindset, things just started to take off. Everything started to come into place, and everything started to kind of be what I envisioned to be success. Another example was my parents. So I quit my job. My mom was like, okay, you're starting your own business. How are you going to pay your bills? I thought, oh crap, well, I intended to take my savings to tide me over while I built my business up to where I could pay my bills. So I had this whole plan, and then she kind of made me think, oh, I can't do it. So I got a low-paying job at the co-op, worked there way longer than I should have, and built things a lot slower than I probably would have if I had just believed in myself and gone full force forward. So whatever you do, don't place any limits on yourself, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone stop you. So if you believe, you will succeed. The second one is to find your why. So this is something that when I did one-on-one coaching, every woman would come to me and say, I want to lose weight. And I would say, okay, cool, that's what I'm here for. And then I would ask them why. And so often, women would say, well, I have a class reunion coming up, or I have a vacation coming up, or something shallow that while it was a goal, it wasn't really a deep why. Same thing goes for business and life. And when I would revisit that conversation with them and say, okay, cool, but let's go a little deeper, let's find out the true why, they would go, well, I'm kind of crappy to my kids and my husband because I don't feel good. Or I want to be able to be healthy long term so I can see my kids grow up. Or, I want to feel better so I can be better at my job, so I can help more people. When we would get to those deep whys, that's when the women would get the results that they were looking for. Same with business. So for me, my why, I want to help inspire 1 million women to live healthier and happier lives. I want to empower them to look good, to feel good, to do good in the world. So that's what keeps me going, because life is hard. You guys are going to experience a whole lot of ups and downs in your life. And if you have a true why of what you want to achieve, that's when you're going to be able to get through those hard times. There's been 1 million days that I've been wanting to quit my job or wanting to quit my business or wanting to start over. And every time I think to myself, dang, I really helped that person. I changed their life. That's what keeps me going. So whatever you do, dream big and then find that why of why you want to make it happen. The third thing is to give. And I think this is one of the things that we kind of forget. We need to make sure we give value to every person that we meet. It's easy when you get caught up in trying to accomplish those goals, trying to become what you want to become. It's easy to say, well, I'm thinking of only me. And I want to tell you guys, every great opportunity I've had to go to the next level, to get to the next thing, every cool experience I've experienced has all been because I've just given without asking for anything in return. I've added value to every person's life that I've run into. I've said yes. I've not asked anything from them, but just given them what they need, and it's all come back around. So whatever you do, make sure you always just go in with that mindset of what can I do for you? Because it'll come back. Another thing I think that we run into a lot with social media is looking at other people's lives and thinking, oh, they have it so great, and not recognizing to be grateful for what we have. And I think, again, when you shift that mindset and focus on, I'm grateful for what I have, more good starts to come. So whatever you do, dream big, find that why, and then give. So the other thing also, as far as give, is community versus competition. I think a lot of us try to compete too much when we just want to all work together to support one another. So if you want to achieve your goals, you've got to support others in achieving theirs. So I want to share one quote with you guys. And again, this is just the first quote I came across that I just felt like really fit with what I wanted to tell you guys today. But I'm going to share that before I wrap it up. But it's by Albert Einstein, which is kind of cool. And it's never give up on what you really want to do. The person with the big dreams is more powerful than the one with all of the facts. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people run into, holding them back because we just don't know. You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out along the way. So don't worry about having all the facts. Just dream big, follow your passion, go with your dreams. And we all have what it takes to dream big, to pursue our dreams, to pursue our passions, and to crush our goals. It's those of us who dream big, have that why, and just give, and don't worry about anything else, that are going to succeed. So I hope you guys got a little bit from this. Thank you so much for having me. And dream big, guys.
All right, everybody. I am here with Kate Horning, who just finished her great speech at our award ceremony. And I just want to follow up with a few questions. Okay. All right, here we go.
Yes.
So every high school has struggling students. We're no exception. These students are perfectly capable but haven't found their direction. What advice would you have for teenagers who are struggling to find their way?
I would take a few minutes and just write out what you're passionate about. So all the things that you love, that light you up, that make you feel good, and then just take action. I think a lot of us, we kind of wait because we don't know what to do.
Right.
I think messy action is better than nothing at all. So
I
just
like
take
that.
action
Messy
and
action.
figure it out. Yeah.
Figure it out. So you learn by experience.
Yep. I've learned by a ton
And
of failures, and I
There's
think that's
so
the
much.
best way.
I think teenagers are afraid to make a decision, so they just don't.
Yep. They get overwhelmed and they just quit.
Yep.
So just pick one thing, go after it. If it doesn't work out, try something else.
Okay. Teachers are overworked and always on the go, and I know they sometimes struggle with healthy eating. I know I do.
Yes.
What quick and easy tips do you have for the busy family parents to start a healthy living lifestyle?
Okay, so big tip is to take one small step. I think a lot of us were like, oh, I want to be healthy, and you overhaul everything.
Right,
So
that's
just
too
take
much.
one small step. Say, I'm going to commit to packing my lunch 4 days a week.
Okay.
Go to the grocery store, find something simple like rotisserie chicken, some veggies. It doesn't have to be complicated. Start there. And once you start to incorporate healthy habits, you're going to feel better, and you're going to keep on going forward.
Let's stop that fast food.
Yes, no, absolutely. No fast food. Cut it out.
All right.
Start simple. You know, again, it doesn't have to be complicated, but
Start
healthy
small.
eating is so important.
Very good. Excuses, excuses, excuses. And you tapped on this in your talk. Many people fall short of their goals because they always have lots of excuses. So how do we help people, especially teenagers, to get past those excuses
Right.
and move forward?
I think you have to realize that it's all on you. I think our society has taught us, oh, we can blame other people. You know, a lot of kids these days are given so much that they don't realize a lot of what happens to them is their own, choices. So I'm telling them, it's about what you do, and it's about your life, and it's the choices that you make. And stop making excuses. If you want to accomplish something, you have to go after it. There's nobody's going to give it to you.
Great. You talked about passion, and you called it finding your why.
Yes.
Okay. What advice do you have for teenagers who are looking for their why, but they don't know where to begin? They just don't know where to
Right.
start.
So
They don't
finding
feel like
your-
they have a passion.
Yeah, finding your why is really about finding that reason to keep on going forward. So, like I kind of mentioned, maybe sitting back and finding all the things that you love, that you enjoy, and then going after it, and just picking something and saying, okay, this is going to be what I'm passionate about. I'm going to see if it's a good fit for me. Here's why it's important to me in my life.
Okay.
And go after it. And if it doesn't work out, it's taken me 10 years to figure out a lot of things, and I'm
You're not
still
going to have it figured
learning.
out at 17,
No,
right?
you have to just take action and start now. Now's the time to really start figuring it out. And I'm lucky I started so young because I've accomplished a lot in the last 10 years, and there's so much more for me to learn and accomplish in the next 10. So start now and just figure it out as you go.
All right. Kate, thank you so much for being with
Thanks
us.
for having me.
Kate Horning, I'm going to put a link to her blog down below, so be sure and check her out. And thanks again so much for coming.
Yes, this was fun.
Thank you. Hey there, General Nation. I just want to truly thank you for the many positive comments I've received. So many from parents, from teachers, and from you too, students as well. I truly appreciate it. I'm using this channel to promote Lafayette High School. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Share this video. Let's go ahead and spread the word about the great things we're doing here at Lafayette High School. Now check out this video right over here. I think you're going to like it because I picked it out just for you. Now, YouTube has picked a mystery video. I have no idea what it is, but it's right down here, and I think you're going to like it as well. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.